Last night, Daredevil Season 2 premiered on Disney+. Season 1 was kind of a mixed bag for me, but I did enjoy it overall. It's just there was a lot of problems I had with the overall season. Season 2, from the early reviews, from the early buzz, I've heard that this season is a lot better than Season 1. So how was this premiere for me? Let's talk about it. For starters, one thing that I absolutely loved about this premiere is that this season is going right into the show just because of the way things left off in Season 1. It very much left off on a cliffhanger that when Season 2 starts off, we are not wasting any time. The story is in full gear and we're going right down into what hopefully the rest of the season is going to be a huge big bang with what they are doing. It's maybe going to be on the level of the Netflix Daredevil show just because we are just in these high-stake moments. Everything is starting off as such a bang that I just feel like a lot of these things are going to be 10 times more intense than they were in Season 1, and I'm all in for that. On that note too, Season 1, it took like episodes just to see Matt Murdock as Daredevil. Well, we are not wasting any time because right from the very moment Episode 1 starts, he's already Daredevil. He's already doing his thing as Daredevil, and I just want to say this. Every single moment that he's on screen as Daredevil is by far the best moments in this entire episode so far. It's only episode 1, but I can tell all these Daredevil moments are going to be some of the best we have ever gotten. Just because every single action scene is so well shot, the tension that they built, everything they're doing with just the story and just the action going through with that, I'm all in for, and I'm loving everything they're doing so far. Now, part of that reason is because we do have the new creative team that redid the entire show. They didn't do that for Season 1, but most of Season 1 is just the original team's work, and for me, that's probably one of the main reasons why Season 1 didn't fully work for me. While Season 2, new creative team, and you can tell the difference. More on the level of the original Netflix show. Everything is 10 times better than it was in Season 1, and I'm so glad for that. Just from this first episode alone, everything is starting off with such a big bang that I am excited to see what the rest of the season has to offer. Everything so far is just setting up to be an awesome, amazing season of Daredevil. I'm not exactly sure where it will land overall on my Daredevil ranking, but overall right now, this is just episode 1, and from the early buzz, I've heard that the first 2 episodes are the weakest. I cannot wait to see what episode 3 and above does, because what I've heard so far, those episodes are insanely good. And from the way episode 1 ended, I'm hooked, I'm into it, and I can't wait to see what they do next with the rest of the season. To put it forward, episode 1, the high moments are extremely high. I'm loving what this show is doing when just looking at the high moments. But this episode still has a bunch of low moments that brought down this episode for me, sadly. To me, a majority of this episode, more in that middle half of this episode, is slower than I would have liked. Especially for an episode 1. Now again, it is setting all this stuff up, the main story overall. I get that, but when you have these awesome Daredevil moments over here, and then you have all the slow bits over here that you're setting up for later down the season, I feel like, now like I said, I don't know where the rest of the season is going, but I feel like there was a better way to structure this first episode so it wasn't as slow in episode 1. I feel like more of Matt Murdock, more of showing what he is up to instead of focusing on a separate piece that we maybe could have saved for episode 2. And do what some people are saying happens in episode 3. Put some of that in episode 1 just to hook a lot of the new viewers in. I feel like that would have worked better, but that is also me just talking without knowing what they're doing next. Because next week we are getting episodes 2 and 3 coming out at the same time. So obviously there's something about those 2 episodes that just go together. So maybe episode 1 is the weakest for all I know. But for what I'm saying, it was a bit slower for my taste. It was just a lot of setup for what's to come. Like I said, this is only episode 1. I kind of wish we had more episodes to premiere it off of because reviewing just episode 1, there's not really much I can say except that it was a solid start. It kind of showed that this season is going to be better, a lot more high stakes, and I enjoyed a lot of this episode, but it was a lot slower than I would have liked, and comparing to what other people are saying about the future of the show, this episode doesn't really set any of that up, and I kind of have to see where the next episode goes to fully gauge my true excitement for the season, but just right now, based on this one episode, right now, this seems like a better season than Season 1. So overall, Daredevil Season 2 seems like a better season than Season 1. It has a really solid start with a great setup, We're immediately diving into the story. Daredevil is already in the suit, action galore, slow setup here and there, a bit slow in the middle act, but overall, this season looks 10 times better than season 1 and I can't wait to see what the rest of the season has to offer. But anyways, if you like this video, maybe these ones on the sounds to you too, like, subscribe, see you guys next time. Goodbye.